is Auroville in Tamil Nadu, India. It is here that individuals from across the globe have come together to create an international city of human unity. Jesus, from Spain, has been researching natural dyeing techniques, in particular those using indigo, for 17 years. Tamil Nadu was always one of the main indigo farming regions in the country. Today, however, the only place in India where the indigo farming tradition still forms an integral part of daily life is near Jinji, in the Auroville bioregion. Since coming to live in India, Jesus has been helping to revive the forgotten tradition of natural dyeing with indigo. He has worked closely with the local craftsmen to perfect the process of dyeing without chemical fixing agents.
Kongarapatu is nearby here, 60 kilometers from here, and then nobody knows why it's the only village where this tradition has been kept alive. But we have the good chance to have and so near the source of indigo. Es que es trata en Kongarapatu too. It's few families, mostly one family now is doing. This is the indigo that we're using. It's coming from the Indigofera tinctoria plant. This plant has been grown in South India for hundreds of years. Nobody knows how many hundreds of years. It's records from the French from 1700s is records of being used here. Before records I don't know, but most probably yes, it's in memorial. And then what now we're doing is to reintroduce also the famous Bengal indigo. Different plant. The plant of the Bengal indigo is Indigofera subfruticosa. Indigofera subfruticosa is indigo plants contain indigo tinc, is the blue part of the color, and indigo rubin, is the red part of color, red color is also in certain plants of indigo. And then in the case of Indigofera subfruticosa, the content of indigo rubin is much more bigger, and then is the tonality of the dyeing fabrics, the dyeing threads is different than the Indigofera tinctoria.
His research has not stopped there. Jesus is presently trying to master the ancient Egyptian technology of fixing colour with alum to create a full palette of colours. In the year 2000, the behaviour of alum in textile fibre was uncovered. This discovery has allowed his team to create many colours naturally, and of similar quality to modern chemical dyes. For example, yellow is made with the fruit of Terminalia gibula. Red is made from Rubia cardifolia. Brown is Acacia arabica. And green is a combination of indigo and yellow. Purple with the resin of the lac insect. Important factors driving the implementation and diffusion of the processes and techniques of creating natural colours are to reduce chemical pollution, to promote new avenues of employment in rural areas, and to protect the workers.
Our pollution is no chemical pollution, is biological pollution, meaning excess of food in the water, and then we need to give time to the water to be digested by bacteria. And then in this way, water engineer designed one water purification system for us. Okay, first is here decantation vessel, and then the more solids precipitate here. Here is a fermentation tank. This tank is called IMOF tank. And then here is one double chamber, and it's allowed to the powders of the plant to digest by bacteria. It's continuing with one filter system with stones and plants, the roots of the plants. And finally, one small lacume to giving time to the last bacteria to digest the plant's powders, the little powder is coming. And then finally, the water is going for the irrigating the garden. And as you see the diversity of the plants in the garden, you can see that the water is quite healthy. It's not damaging the plants. You have banana, you have pineapples, you have lemons, you have coconut tree, and then we put in them in the compost pit we have. And sometimes we analyze them, and then there's no any harmful chemical there. It's very good micro nutrients for the soil.
The natural waste from the process is composted and used in agriculture. Resus's experience with natural tincture or colours led him to work with organic cotton and after with traditional handloom. Since the beginning of the research into natural indigo dyeing, Resus's dream was to actually manufacture the denim fabric. Today, after much training, some local weavers have begun production with organic cotton. Denim weaving practices date back to ancient times, but it is very difficult to trace this exact apparition.
Doing natural dyes and doing natural dyes thinking and try to pick up solutions for the problem of the textile on question of pollution is automatically bring us to denim. Denim is the color is using in synthetic indigo. Synthetic indigo and natural indigo chemically is the same, and the dye behave in the same way and is looking in the same way. What is mean? The only problem that we have is the price. Natural dye is a little bit more costly than chemical dyes.
What is sure is that this way of weaving creates a strong fabric, which requires minimal dyeing because only the warp is coloured. Rezus has succeeded in producing eco-friendly fabric and jeans using natural indigo. What is fascinating to learn is that the dyeing uses a completely organic fermentation process in which the water is never discharged.
This fermentation we started in 1093. This 10,000 liters we have here in fermentation. And then this is the seeds of the Cassia which is using to give food to the bacteria of the fermentation. Every week we put 500 grams of seeds in each pot. This pot is 350 liters deep. Depend of the colors, because in each pot we can do per day one dip of 6 kilos. And then with this traditional technique, and then if it's light color, we need 2 dips, and then we can do 75 kilos. If it's a little more dark, we need to do 4 dips, and then it's 50 kilos. And if it's more dark, we need to do 8 dips, and then it's 25 kilos per day. Or if it's much more dark, 16 dips, we can do only 12 kilos.
The greatest challenge is to incorporate all this knowledge and apply it on an industrial scale, without reducing the quality or increasing costs. This will enable everyone to enjoy a natural way of being.
Nada.